Hello, boys and girls and boys. It's your boy King Jiffy Coats, and we got a few things to get to today on the docket. Absolutely chaos has been hitting the internet. I normally don't cover politics, but I think I'm going to start out right away with something a little bit political. Now, if you guys don't know about a certain lump of files that exist that they say don't exist now, and they just keep pretending that they're just not a thing anymore. And I'm just super suspect of this whole Steen Ep controversy. It's just bothering the heck out of me. Now, the reason this bothers me, right, and the reason it's so funny to me that there's kind of this narrative that they don't exist, that they never exist, that blah blah blah, is because there was a drama a while back where a bunch of like right-wing podcast hosts and gooners showed up in at the White House to get these like binders full of like blacked out bars. I made a video on it on my channel previously, and I thought it was cringe. I really wanted them to just release the files. I'm a huge proponent. I always have been a huge proponent of freedom of information. I just think the more information we have, the better we will be as a society. And the fact that old Trumpy Wumpy Poo, we don't want to release the files. There is no files actually. It's crazy. I really don't like this shit. I don't. It bothers the hell out of me. I mean, if you look at like all these people soy jacking with these files beforehand, it just really bothered me that early administration had all of these binders. Were all soy jacking over them, and they were all just redacted garbage. There was nothing going on. Look at these goon bags, bro. Look at these goon bags flexing that they got the binders. Look at all these losers. And now, like half of these people, I'm betting money, are out here saying, "Oh yeah, wolf files, they never existed." Oh yeah, no. Listen to everything Trump says. And listen, guys. I'm not 100% an anti-Trump guy like a lot of these douchebags out here, who are like, Trump always does wrong. But I am going to stand in a position here where I think the people deserve to know what's going on with this shit. Like, come on, dude. You have this sex trafficker that Ghislaine Maxwell, I think, got charged for a bunch of sex trafficking. So there has been charges that have been filed and prosecuted. How are they sex trafficking without there being anybody to sex traffic to? It just doesn't make sense. It's illogical, my brother. It is absolutely, yeah, and Mike in the thing says the majority of those binders were public records. And so why are you flexing so hard to get this this photo op when we have this now? We have this now, dude. Like, what are we doing here?
Semiconductors and chips.
Mr. President, I know you've urged people to move on, but I'm curious, why do you think your supporters in particular have been so interested in...
Because, and here's the thing, like, I try to sit in the middle, but so I listen to a bit of both sides, try to understand these people's positions. The right now was like, holy cow, there's all these kids that we want to protect, but all of a sudden we have this guy that supposedly the Clintons messed with, Obama messed with, all these people messed with, like all these celebrities, Tom Hanks, and we want to know who these people are and if how they've just been a danger right under our nose. And I feel like the left feels the same way about it. So why are we hiding this shit?
The Epstein story, I'm so upset about how it's been handled.
I don't understand it. Why they would be so interested. He's dead for a long time. He was never a big factor in terms of life. I don't understand what the interest or what the...
Yeah, no, who cares if he's dead, though? Who cares if he's dead, right? It's not like... It's like the Michael Jackson, like, he said, she said stuff that came out after his death, where he had no way to defend himself. I mean, this guy literally was in jail on charges of trafficking, and then, hangs himself, right? Hangs himself. Just ends it all with really wet toilet paper, which I guess is a possibility to do. I'm not like an expert on that. It seemed a little far-fetched when I first heard it, but I guess that it is possible if you wet the toilet paper and have enough of it. I don't know. I don't know. It seems a little weird that nobody has tried to do that before. I don't know.
Fascination is, I really don't. And the credible information's been given. Don't forget, we went through years of the Mueller witch hunt and all of the different things, the Steele dossier, which was all fake. All that information was fake. But I don't understand why the Jeffrey Epstein case would be of interest to anybody. It's pretty...
Because, well, if it's not of interest, release the files, right? Release the files, my dude! Just drop them! If they're not that interesting, just drop them, let everybody know they're not that interesting, and move the fuck on! It's not that crazy, right? I'm not out here in Wackadoodle Land. If they're not interesting, just drop the son of a bitch. Land it on our laps, let us be the judge of it, right? I know there's gonna be crazies that take it too far. They go a little like Wackadoodle, trying to read between the lines. But just release the fucking files. It's not that big of a deal. If it's not that big of a deal, it's not that big of a deal, my man. It's not that big of a deal. It's crazy that everybody wants to know what's inside these files. Yeah, dude, just fucking release them.
boring stuff. It's sorted, but it's boring.
Okay, it's boring. Let the online autists go through it, bro. If it's boring, who cares? Release it.
And I don't understand why it keeps going. I think, well, really only pretty bad people, including fake news, want to keep something like that going. But
look at this chucklefuck guy. Look at this chucklefuck guy. Just laughing it up, bro. Laughing it up. He's probably on the list. At this point, okay. I'm not going to say anybody's on the list or whatever. I'm not going to be that guy. I'm not going to, like, dive into the thing. But I just hate this. Oh, we're for releasing all this stuff. We released the John F. Kennedy files. I think they said they were going to release Martin Luther King, or did. I don't know. But we're all for freedom. We're not one of these political... Okay, then fucking release them, dog. What the fuck are we doing, bro? And you know, when I release this as a video, it's probably gonna do shit, because every time I put I make a video on this type of stuff, it never does well. But still, this is something that I felt like I had to say, because I have talked about it in the past, and I wanted to keep it a buck 20. 120%. This is somewhere I do not stand with Donald Trump at all. I don't even understand the sentiment. Like, bro, why the fuck wouldn't you release them? Oh, they're boring. Who cares? Release them. What the fuck could happen? Like, get out of here.
Credible information, let them give it. Anything that's credible, I would say, let them have it.
Mr. President, a question on AI. How do you want America...
Yeah, they released a bunch of that. Yeah, so they released all that stuff, but they're not willing to release this. So it's weird with me, bro. I thought you were gonna be the transparent president. I thought that was gonna be your thing, brother. I mean, so far what I've seen, like, that I didn't hate about the guy was he'd say he was gonna do something, he did something. He said he was gonna release the Epstein files. They're not released. No, he's shoving that shit under the rug. If it's a form of national security, right? Well, let's take a different position. Let's take a different position here, right? Let's think a little behind the box. Let's say there are foreign nationals on that list. It's very important foreign nationals that by releasing that list, you would jeopardize the U.S. to a war. You would jeopardize them to a situation where we could start a massive war or shatter a current alliance or whatever, and it's a part of national security. Say we have to omit a few names of government officials from other countries, and we are sorry, but this is for the national security, and we don't want to cause issues with these countries, something like that. If that's a problem, address that and release the rest, right? I mean, I get it. Like, let's say Putin's name's on the list, and you don't want him to fire nukes at us. Omit Putin's name. Wow. Crazy. Like, I get that, like, by releasing full information you can start a little bit of a clusterfucky, but come on, dude. I don't know. When I see people defending this too and trying to sweep it up under the rug now, when there's been people who were like touting this up, saying it was gonna release, everybody's gonna get called called to the stand and shit, and now they're pretending like they want to sweep it under the rug. I don't like that. I don't like that. But that's all I had on that one, guys. I hope you enjoyed. We're moving on to the next thing. So like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. This is another quick one, another quick thing I wanted to go over. This is mainly because I have my own little story to go along with this. Now, this is from Rev. Now, I think Rev makes okay content. I don't like that he's using like a little girl waifu. It bothers me. Anytime I see a dude talking and they're talking from like a girl VTuber, it just sits weird with me, bro. Especially if they're like doing this like anti-woke stuff. It just sits weird with me. But anyway, Rev has a video on this new AI thing, and it was the shortest one I could find, the quickest one I could find, and I figured we'd jump into it. This is wild.
An alt channel video for today, but I was kind of winding down and I saw something on Twitter that is truly fascinating, okay? So the other day there was a big controversy involving Grok, which is the AI feature on Twitter. There was a situation, a little oopsie whoopsie where the system went crazy where
yeah, dude, we covered that. Mecha Hitler. He went Mecha Hitler mode, which is wild and nonsensical. Like, I don't know what's going on with the Grok AI, but the Grok AI went full down, balls to the wall in Sado mode. And now I don't even need Rev to tell me this, dude. There's this new thing from Grok that is called Ani. Ani is an avatar. If you're a lonely loser and have nobody to talk to, you can talk to this chick. You can talk to this weird anime girl. Now, I thought it was funny. I looked into it yesterday. It is gooner behavior. I'm talking about like max level gooner shit, dude. This is insane-o gooner stuff. First thing, it's got a little bar like those crappy RPGs, or not even crappy. Like what's one? Oh, Fable. Like the Fable games where you have the little heart bar where the more you riz this stupid bitch up, the more of a chance you have to like get in its pantalones. I was dying laughing, right? I was dying laughing, and I pulled it up and I'm like, dude, I showed my wife, I'm like, look how stupid this is. It wants me to riz it up. I say a couple things. I tell it to say hi to my wife, right? I say hi to my wife, and the AI chick goes ballistic, brother. She goes ballistic, dude. I'm the only one for you. I'm a one guy gal. I was like, holy shit, my dude. Like, instantly wanting blood for my wife, dude. Just wanting to, like, jump out of the screen and go after her, brother. And I'm gonna let you know, dude, my wife wins out every time because you are not a real thing. You're not a real person. You're an AI fucking trollop. You're a little thought, dude. You're a little gooner, bro. It's wild. It's wild to me how, like, aggro this bitch got, dude. This bitch got so aggro over the idea of having a wife. And that's, like, when I thought, like, dude, you know that there's some people that are sitting there every day. They're getting off work, and they're just having conversations with their AI companion. By the way, this thing speaks in broken English. Like, the amount of, like, pauses and breaks it does when it talks is just for, like, you couldn't have a conversation with this unless you were an incredibly lonely loser. 100%. Now, I think it's cool that that AI is getting to the point where it can have actual conversations with you, and I thought that was pretty wild. But, like, get out of here, brother. Get out of here. This is so weird. Like, it's so, I don't understand the mentality. You just download a dating app, my brother. Download a dating app and don't goon to AI, bro. I don't know. I could never see. This is like that guy in Japan who decided he was dating like an anime girl, and he was like talking to a chatbot, and he had like a body pillow and like a sex doll, and he like spent like years married to this fake person. And I just think that's goofy, bro. Like, it's absolutely wacky having that mentality. I can't even remember the dude's name, to be honest with you. Dude, the hiccups got me. But, who married anime girl. Let's see. Alright. Here we go. Here we go, dude. This is it, bro. Look at this. Look at this guy. This is what Grok's gonna, dude. So many people are gonna try to marry Ani from Grok. You know it's gonna happen, bro. You know, like, there's gonna be so many gooners just marrying. Look at this. This is what we're lining up for. This is what we're lining up for with the Grok AI shit, brother. Like, come on, my dude. We're lining up for this, dude. Like, oh my god, Baba Meat made a video on it, I guess. This is so unfortunately goofball behavior. Oh my god, dude. No. But yeah, that's kind of my thought on that Ani thing. Once she went aggro on my wife, I thought it was like funny, but my wife obviously thought that it was terrifying because of the fact that an AI was just that mad at her. But I just like, what are you gonna do? Be like, oh, you're a bad girl. You're a bad girl. You get like a little thing. You're like, is it tight? Oh, it's so tight. Oh, do you like that, baby? Do you like that, baby? Ooh, let me put that in your jack again, girl. Ani, you like that? You like? Dude, it's so dumb, brother. It's so dumb. You wanna, like, you have to be like such a loser to like fall in love with an AI. But I know it's gonna happen. There's a lot of losers out there. Well, that's all I have for Grok and the goon bad behavior of Twitter's AI. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Alright, so now we got the big Mamma Jamma for the video today. We got the big kahuna coming in. This is Willie Mack's show, and he has a video called The Victims of Ethan Klein, Doxers, Liars, and Going Bankrupt. Now, I usually think Willie Mack does a pretty good job with his videos. They're usually pretty well researched. Now, I've had some disagreements with him in the past, mainly on how he handles interviews. I feel like he overdoes the faces. Now I get it. He's trying to make clippable moments, but at the same time, you could just interview them and let them step on their own toes. I thought he did a slightly better job with Destiny. I thought he did a much better job with Destiny's video. But some people said that he was sweeping that video. I disagree. But I mean, I love the crash out that is happening with these losers out there. I really do think it's funny, this whole lawsuit thing. Now, I don't 100% agree with it. I'm not 100% against it either, because I think that there is consequences to breaking copyright. If they would have done this with a Disney movie, they would be facing the thing and nobody would be saying shit. So honestly, I think more of the internet would be on the side of Disney in this situation. But let's get right into Willie Mack.
Ethan Klein has managed to make enemies with the most incompetent people on the internet. Creator Clash is fully canceled. Creator Clash's most viral fighter, Dad, who got Joe Rogan to talk about the event.
Young kid. He looks like he's probably like 17 or 18. And the father.
This was the funniest thing ever. How he got caught in real time. He thought it was like an actual dad beating the shit out of his son. It was just child abuse filmed for the world to see.
42. And the father beats the shit out of him. Like, that's your son. That's your son. And we're watching you beat your son up as a man. Yeah, this is it.
That's not exactly what was happening.
It's not? What is it?
They're not father-son.
Oh, why does it lie?
It's now struggling to...
Oh, why is it live? Dude, just his whole the guy who's dad. His thing is a bit where he plays a character named Dad. Joe Rogan was like, "This is so sad. Why would you do this? He's a baby boy."
Pay rent.
It sucks. I put my heart into this. I got freaking beat.
To a certain extent, I am going to push back on Dad. I have covered him in 2 different videos. You shouldn't have moved to LA, Blood. You shouldn't have moved to LA. That's on you, dog. You shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, brother. I mean, yes, Anissa and IDub screwed you, like royally screwed you, bent you over, and then just gave you the old dick twist in the butt. But some of this is falling on you, my dude.
Hard this year, harder than I ever had, and I thought, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna train like a freaking professional. Keep my head down, avoid this drama, and now here I am, screwed.
Anissa's been trying to downplay every mistake they've made while burying herself even farther. She wrote that her and Ian knew that Creator Clash was failing before the content cop even went live. But when Dad raised concerns about ticket sales, iDubbbz lied to him.
Because I counted physically by my hand, I had like this whole image. I counted literally every seat in the arena. It took me a couple hours.
see what was selling. And then Ian was like, oh, don't look at that. That's inaccurate because Ticketmaster does tricky things. And they're not actually showing you what tickets sold.
After the event was
I'm sorry, bro. That's so funny, dude. Hey, I got a couple questions. Why is there only like 10% of the seats sold? Oh, Ticketmaster's real gay and sus. It's gay and sus, and you need to just ignore what your eyes are telling you. They are lying to you, my brother. We've actually sold like half the arena. You're gonna get paid so much money. God, they screwed him.
canceled, her Discord was getting more details than the actual fighters were.
Why would you do something that could hurt at all the event, especially when you know it is failing? And my complaint about that is, why did we never find out that it was already failing? If you knew it was already failing, why didn't you tell us before you made that video? And why didn't you say, hey guys, the event's failing, we should probably just cancel it, and now we're going to put this video out so it doesn't matter? Like, why wasn't that told to us? Then maybe all of us marketing people, oh, you...
Dude, this is so facts. Again, dude, I give Dad a little bit of flack where I think he deserves it, where I think he absolutely deserves to get some flack, like, oh, I'm complaining about not being able to pay rent, but I moved to LA instead of just buying a house in a small town and building a studio behind it. Oh, yeah, no, but I like that he definitely deserves flack for. Everything else is Ian and Anissa's problem. It is all their issue because they lied and screwed everybody over that was involved. Because they're like, if Dad was going through this stuff, you know, these other creators kind of felt the same way.
Who are basically marketing people. We've marketed ourselves forever. Maybe we could have helped this situation and blasted videos out. The two Minecrafters could have gone bonkers, and we could have saved the event instead of burying it deeper. So I don't like that excuse, but I do think it was failing before.
iDubbbz has been silent, but you know Anissa can't keep her mouth shut. She's like the event was doing bad regardless of the content cop. A combo of many things contributed. Lack of promotion, influencer boxing being less popular, the economy. Bro, you branded yourself as the boxing promoter for these events. You guys chose not to promote the event until you decide to side with people who encouraged false CPS calls. Dad's explaining how he found out the content cop was on Creator Clash's biggest supporter during a camping trip.
On this camping trip is where Ian tells me, hey, I'm doing another content cop. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And he goes, yeah, it's on Ethan. And I was like, Ethan Klein? And he said, yeah, it's on Ethan Klein. And I thought, oh no, why would you do that? Then Ian tells me, before Creator Clash 3 is about to happen, oh, I'm putting out a hit piece on Ethan Klein. And I'm thinking, oh my God, dude, why are you doing this? Why are you trying to cause trouble? Because now I'm thinking, this is gonna ruin Creator Clash 3, and I'm gonna get screwed again.
Yep, he should have signed up for Creator Clash 3, dude. I anytime I hear Harley, and don't get me wrong, I respect the crap out of Dad and Harley. I think they're both solid people. But after Creator Clash 2, you guys should have taken some notes, dude. You should have realized that if you got screwed over in Creator Clash 2, why are you doing a third one when the second one was handled so poorly? And also, if and when you're doing this third one, why aren't you promoting even harder? Why aren't you out there like messaging these other creators saying, hey, I know Anissa and her husband aren't willing to do the promotion that they need to do for this event. Let's ham it up a bit. Let's get some WWE stuff going, and let's get some hardcore buzz around this event. But everybody just kind of sat back and was hoping that the magic from the first event would happen again, and that was just kind of delusional.
And one of the things Anissa and Ian assured everyone of was them stepping away was to protect the fighters and the event.
We've already told all the fighters, and it seems like most people understand that this is the best move. I can't keep my mouth shut. I can't, I can. I just didn't want to. Please, for the love of God.
I do love in this whole video, he talks about how he kept his mouth shut in Creator Clash 2 when that wasn't the issue, or it wasn't the reality at all, bro. You started drama with Froggy Fresh over fucking nothing. It was the lamest shit ever. Froggy Fresh was out there talking mad shit, trying to get you guys some buzz for your event, but instead of letting him create buzz and like hyping the drama up so that more people wanted to see him get the brakes knocked out of him or him actually beat Chris Ray Gun, nah, you just fucking kick him from the card and then make a whole drama thing about it.
Support this event. You know, I feel like in some ways I'm like cutting off an arm so that I could escape the bear trap.
Dude, so you can escape. So everybody else is screwed. You're cutting off the arm so everybody else can burn and crash and cry, but you are going to be fine. You and Anissa are going to be super fine, making tons of money and hanging out with your socialist buddies who don't give any of their money away.
And so I can fight. Well, that's a bad analogy. You guys get it.
Him referring to the event as a bear trap.
Nope, that is exactly the perfect end. That was a Freudian slip, my brother.
That makes it sound like he was just trying to get out of it with the content cop. Anissa was bragging, we're not financially tied to the event anymore. You have no power over us. But when the content cop dropped, Dad was like, why are Ian and Anissa advocating for attacking this family? They're screwing everyone working on Creator Clash.
He puts the thing out and he screws every single person. He screws Real Good Touring, all the business professionals who are making this event with him. He screws me. He screws every other boxer.
I think in Ian's head, how delusional these people are. Any of these people that are hanging out with the Hassan Orbit have it in this delusion that everyone thinks that way. That they're the majority of what people think. That everyone is like an extremist socialist communist, and that by doing this, you were doing a benefit for the world, and everyone will see it that way and be instantly on your side. But when the problem with like extremism and having like that occult mindset is you don't realize that there is so many more people that live outside of your little cult bubble. And so when you do this stupid shit, it's going to land, because like there's a lot of people that support Ethan in this fucking thing. There's a lot of the internet, and there's a lot of people that were looking at this like, oh, so I have to watch a Palestine-Israel fight. Cool. I'm gonna refund it now. Oh, it's not a fundraiser. Cool. So they lied the whole time.
Everyone was screwed from Ian's dumb video because he couldn't wait 2 months. At some point after the Content Cop video, my friend Yoda talks to me and says, all this crazy stuff's going on with Ethan from H3. Child Services is being called on him. He's getting human skulls mailed to his house. I didn't know what any of that was about, but I felt bad for him because it sounded insane. So I went to an H3 live stream and donated $20 and left.
Yes, that's how a normal person reacts to this shit. That's how, like, a normal person says, whoa, they called they made up a fake narrative and called CPS on Ethan's kids. That's diabolical and disgusting. What the fuck? Normal person has that reaction. Oh, they sent human skulls to his house. Wow, that's crazy and diabolical. Why would somebody do that? But the gooners over in the Hassan camp are like, no, I don't think you understand. He's a Zionist. So whatever we want goes, which is not okay and not rational in any sort of the word.
The comment to try and say something positive. I also said I was bummed about the Content Cop video and confused on how to move forward.
And can you guess who decided to call Dad and interrogate him over this? Anissa.
The next day, Anissa texts me a screen grab of my donation and she says, is this real? Anissa took that as I was supporting her enemy that she has chosen, by the way.
Ethan, of course she did, dude. She's a little thought goblin, bro. She's a thought goblin. If you're not glazing her and you're not 100% on the side that she wants you on, brother, she wants you to burn in the depths of hell.
They are not my enemy. So then Anissa makes me feel guilty and bad for what I thought was a nice thing. And she's like, oh, I can't believe you would do that. I'm 44 freaking years old. This is childhood, high school garbage. What the heck are you doing? He tells me, this really hurts us that you would say this. Because in the donation, I said, this is really confusing for all of us. I don't know why they put that video out. It hurts you that I said I'm confused why you're ruining.
I know I've already watched this, but it's on my channel, but it is just fucking hilarious how many people they screwed over and how they were they were so inundized in their little crusade to save the world, did absolutely nothing, that they were willing to just char everyone around them. It's just typical fucking virtue signal behavior. It's okay if we char everyone around them, as long as everyone around us, if our actions are bad, that's okay, as long as our words are good.
The event? What are you talking about? It hurts.
We live in judge me by my words, not my actions culture.
You more that you put your video out, not me being upset about it. Oh, I burned a building down. Now everyone's complaining, and it really hurts me that everyone's complaining about my fire I caused. What the heck are you talking about?
Dad is saying how multiple creators had problems with the Content Cop, which means the heads of Creator Clash were just blowing smoke up Harley's ass, saying he was the only one who wasn't cool with the thing.
They did a temperature check on my team. They called my team, and they were like, how do you guys doing? How do you feel about everything? and you know they spoke to my guy, and he was like, not that good. It's not that cool of a thing. And then they hit me up, and I was like, well, how does everyone else feel about it? And they were like, everyone loves it. Everyone's
Yeah, see, dude, it's just the gaslighting right out of the gate, bro. You're crazy, Ethan. Ethan, you're unhinged, Ethan. You're crazy, Harley. Yeah, you need to stop listening to the internet, Harley. You're crazy, my brother. Don't believe your lying eyes and ears. Everyone's on iDubbbz's side.
fine. Everyone's great. Your team's a little wonky about it, but everyone's good.
Well, if Anissa didn't like Dad's comment, I wonder how she's taking Dad's YouTube video. Turns out she's decided to just throw Ian under the bus. Hi, Ethan. The whole point is you are accusing me of things that my husband or other people have done, which contradicts everything you wrote in this comment. What is my ultimate sin aside for being married to the man who made the content cop? I never mentioned CPS. Well, let's see. You called him inbred, referring to Hassan calling Israelis that. You crazy made him, saying that he's on drugs and that he needs help, for being mad at false CPS calls, siding with everyone who supported it when it was cool. But now that the narrative is shifted, she's gonna blame her husband and everyone else. I wasn't a part of it. She's such a vampire. I've noticed Ethan and Hila vehemently defend each other when they're getting attacked online. Meanwhile, Ian stays silent as Anissa throws him under the bus. Really great relationship you two got there. Ethan even
Dude, iDubbbz is just like in his little corner, like duct taped to a chair, crying while she's stepping on him with stilettos, bro. He's just like so happy to be the little he's so happy to be the guy that takes the bullet. He's so happy to be the little like abused little simp.
Ian at least knows to shut up, but you're the only fool who continually engages with me. So obviously I'm talking to you and not Ian. And Nisa replies, what a pathetic list. This is justification for eternal harassment? Privately discussing Zionism and showing up in my friend's Twitch chat? That's not at all what he said. Ethan gave her a whole list of reasons and she couldn't engage with one thing. When they stepped away from Creator Clash, I think we were supposed to go, oh wow, look how generous Ian and Nisa are for giving away their 34% profit share to the fighters. But she stated that they knew this event was going to flop. But it's easy to give up 34% profit share when the event's destined to make nothing. I know their plan was to blame Ethan and Neela for the whole thing failing.
Oh, so we're not gonna make a ton of money off of this and clout? Well, we might as well make a ton of money off of the content cop hit piece and then jump off of the flaming burning ship while everybody else dies. That seems like a much more like empathetic strategy. Really empathetic. But no, we're gonna give our 34% of the profits back to the fighters. That's gonna be really great. God, these guys are demons.
Don't worry, Hila. I'm not going to blame you guys for anything Creator Clash related. I know you're terrified of taking accountability for anything, so that will rest solely on my shoulders. But I can't speak for the internet. The internet might actually blame you guys for it.
No, actually they did the right thing and blamed you for it. They left the fighters out high and dry, putting some of them in horrible
I do love the thought that they in their heads, they 120,000% believed that the internet was going to go absolutely super banana monkeys mode on Ethan and Hila when in this situation. Now, Ethan and Hila deserve their own flack for a bunch of their stupid shit that they've done over the years. Absolutely. I'm not saying that anybody's above being made fun of. That is just how the fucking poop hits the chest, right? But come on, dude. In this situation, it really is nonsensical to want to support the Hassan groupies. It makes no sense. They have been in the wrong from day one on this situation. All over Ethan unfollowing Frogan. This is insane how they pulled this out of context. How they turned this little anthill into a fucking mountain.
Financial situations with no security blanket to fall back on. It's why it's important to plan for the worst and why this video is sponsored by Aura. Everyone I know in my life is
Willie Mac, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch with your Aura shit. Stop trying to Aura farm me, you bastard.
That brings us to our next person on Ethan's hit list, Caseytron. Ethan announced that he was suing Caseytron, Denims, and Frogan for marketing their reaction videos as market replacements.
People have been wanting to watch this without necessarily supporting Ethan Klein. So we're gonna watch it.
Dude, her defense is the most glorious thing ever. Oh, no. I don't think you understand. I didn't watch the Ethan Klein video. And they're like, well, you have like an entire VOD up and you have clips showing that you watched it. I was too high to remember and I deleted it. So fuck you, you're lying.
Doesn't want people to know when it's dropping because we're all.
She might not have deleted it. I think Frogan and Denims deleted it, but I don't know if Casey Tron deleted it. She's probably too high and dumb to figure out how to delete a video from her YouTube channel.
Watching through other streamers, and I suggest you all watch it through other people as well. We're gonna watch it live, yes.
We're relying on you to stay live so we don't give more views on the nuke. Yeah, I'm gonna stream it. Since he confirmed it's coming out today, we're gonna stream it. If you want to watch it with someone else who's already watching it, you know, come enjoy the watch party.
Yes, because, and this is where I sit on this situation, and this is why, like, I don't buy into this narrative where it's like, oh, well, it's against fair use and stuff. I'm like, yeah, kind of, a little bit, not really, though, because I have never watched something and been like, oh, yeah, we should watch it from me and not watch it from this guy. We're watching this at the moment it releases, the moment it's out, the within a second, I'm watching it here, so you don't watch it through Ethan Klein, so you watch it 100% through me first, because we don't want to give any of that guy any money. Now, if you do the same thing with Disney, Warner Brothers, or anything else that has copyrighted material, you do get in trouble, and no one gets mad, because they know that that is just how a fucking copyright works. But because he's a YouTuber, it's different. So I do think that they definitely fucked up in this regard by stating that they were a market replacement, which, come on, guys. You guys knew exactly what you were doing. You were being malicious, and now you're playing the victim.
Somewhere else.
Denims is on camera saying Ethan Klein's trying to destroy fair use, because fair use is when you steal now, apparently.
Ethan Klein is now suing me. That's right, guys. That's right. The guy who saved fair use is here to kill it.
But if you look at the Ethan vs. Matt Haas case, the judge leaves a footnote clarifying. Some reaction videos, like the Klein's video, intersperse short segments of another's work with criticisms and commentary, while others are more akin to a group viewing session without commentary. The court is not ruling here that all reaction videos constitute as fair use. Denims literally...
Oh! So what you're saying, and this is what I think is so funny, whenever I get a comment saying that I yap too much, which I get them all the time, I'm actually utilizing fair use. That's what I am doing. I make it like very clear that I'm not a reaction channel, and all of these videos are not reaction shits where I'm sitting up here just staring at somebody else's video and not putting any of my own dialogue in and intermingling it with my own arguments, my own thought process. I do this because when I watch somebody else's video, I know that I already wanted to talk upon that topic. I wanted my stream chat to be able to see kind of what the drama's going on. I wanted to give my own opinions, my own thoughts. I wanted to test the water for myself. So when I jump into these things, I know that I'm going to be yapping a fuck ton. And when I see like a 30-minute video, I know that I'm going to be yapping for at least an extra 30 minutes. It's going to be at least an hour, maybe even longer, because I'm going into it for that purpose right there. I'm not sitting here because I want to just watch somebody else's video and then put it on my YouTube channel. I'm not just sitting here just smiling and shaking my head for every fucking 2 seconds. I think those type of people are fucking stupid. It annoys the shit out of me when they do that. Look what's going on the screen. I'm gonna point every 2 seconds, be like, oh, point. It's like those fucking TikTok gooners that sit at the bottom of the screen and they point up like, oh, did you hear what he said? This is super important. Like, get the fuck out of here. That's not adding anything to the original post. It's not adding any substance. Like, the goal, I think, for everybody, if they're going to do any sort of reaction commentary, is to make sure you commentate as much as fucking possible. Now, I know Denims, to be fair to Denims, she did double the time of the video. Frogan and Casey Tron, they didn't add fuck all to it. They just sat silently for 90% of it.
Just described her video as a watch party.
If you want to watch it with someone else who's already watching it, you know, come enjoy the watch party somewhere else.
All of these people are getting up and leaving during the live stream or the video. Casey Tron's just smoking.
By the way, if you were gonna get up and leave, if you ever are gonna get up and leave during a video, pause it. Just fucking pause it. Tell your chat, hey, I need to get up and pee real quick. I'm gonna pause this and I'll be right back. If they're bored, they're fucking bored. Or have a secondary tab with one of your like short videos on it. Put that up. Hit play so they have something to listen to while you're gone, and then remove it and go back to what you're watching. You shouldn't have somebody else's video playing while you're not fucking there. That makes no sense.
Stating their intent to replace the original work. Denims was on stream just 2 months earlier begging Ethan to sue her.
How's the lawsuit going? Nowhere, because Ethan Klein's too much of a sue me. Because he knows he'll lose.
The lawsuit gets announced and her immediate response is to say it's fine because Ethan's rich and it's okay to steal from rich people.
If you check your bank account and like Chase accidentally refunded you an extra $50. You might look at that and be like they were supposed to refund you for some charge or something, and then they accidentally gave you another $50. And you see that, and you're like, I didn't see anything. Well, listen, they can correct it. They can find it themselves. They can correct it. I don't really care that much, all right? I don't really care that much. If some old lady on the street is like,
dude, I can't stand this chick. I really cannot stand her. She's just so swarmy, dude. She's swarmy, dude. I don't like it. I'm denim. And that's everything she talks about, dude. It's like she wants to highlight the fact that she can make herself have a double chin.
change for a $10 bill, I just need to pay the meter. And she hands you a $50 bill instead of a $10 bill and says, oh, times are so tough right now, but gotta pay the meter. And you keep the 50. See how one of those feels morally worse? One of those feels like you're stealing from someone who does need it, or you're stealing from, I don't know, not a corporation. One of those feels worse. We're not talking about legality.
So it is okay to steal from big companies, but it's not okay to steal from old ladies. Okay. I think both are bad. I think stealing from both is pretty bad.
It's theft regardless. We're talking about what is morally worse.
Girl, you're being sued. It's in the title of the video you're watching. We are talking about legality and you're admitting to theft. God, she's so stupid. Denims is so stupid, she links the video she's being sued for at the end of her video.
So it's actually up right here. 3 hours and 52 minutes of glorious React content to the Content Nuke. And if you'd like to watch it, here you go. I'll post it in chat right now. Share. Copy to clipboard, it's right here.
I think I share a similar view with Ethan when it comes to React content. As long as the creator is trying to add something and do their own thing, I'm all for it. The beauty of social media is us interacting with each other. But these creators have such a blatant disregard for their peers' content. She starts the stream playing other people's videos, usually says nothing, sometimes laughs.
He was like, oh no, we're not alleging election fraud. Then what are you doing here? Why are you at the court?
We're not alleging election fraud. We're, text notes. Having fun. Just getting together with the boys to have fun.
These people are liars and scoundrels and cretins. Trump sued Bill.
And that's not a good day. Sometimes when the video ends,
I was gonna say that wasn't that bad. I mean, I think I said under fair use.
He says nothing, just clicks to the next video.
That this was the way to do it. All those Chinese truck drivers moving stuff around America. Hey folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.
Oh boy, she's not even at the stream.
Hey guys,
oh no, she is. She just played the next video.
Camera angle.
I see her mouse moving. She's sitting at the computer. Why doesn't she just start her stream? She's just sitting there stealing YouTube videos. I'm siding with Ethan on this because people have been complaining for years about Twitch streamers stealing content, and they're so confident that nobody.
Dude, this is 1,000% what I had a problem with Twitch and like XQC, and a lot of these people who just sit there, they let the video play, they don't say anything, they just like Sniper Wolf, the Sniper Wolf drama. Almost everybody was against Sniper Wolf. I was kind of lukewarm because I don't like the idea that we are gonna like ruin fair use for everybody else, but there's still this thought that our people are abusing the fuck out of this thing. They are absolutely abusing the fuck out of fair use to the point that like we're gonna not be able to do this. Like you're gonna put a clip of somebody you don't like in your channel. This is what I'm afraid of, is one day this is gonna become so egregious. They already started this with the watch parties of movies on Twitch and Discord and Kick, and then these companies come out and say, hey, what the fuck, guys? Why are you stealing copyrighted material? And they're like, oh, no, but it's fair use. But it's not really fair use, is it, though? Is it? It's not really fair use. You're just kind of letting a video play while you fucking pick your nose on stream. Like, I don't like that. I don't think it's conducive of a good environment. I think that it's a holy grift. Ah, yes. I don't think it's conducive of like a good ecosystem, especially if you're not adding anything. Is it so hard to hit pause and give your own opinions on things? Like, I really don't think it's that crazy. That's like a part of why, like, when I wanted to cover a commentary, that's why I did this shit, is so I could give my own opinions and my own thoughts. So I see these people abusing it, and I don't want it to get to the point where we basically backtrack every like good hurdle we've jumped over for for fair use to go back to, oh, well, I clipped somebody's video, like 2 seconds of somebody's video to talk a little shit about it or to highlight a point, and then they're copyright striking me. I don't want to get back to that world. I think that's cringe. I mean, I know there's people like Dark Viper AU who would love that world, but come the fuck on, guys.
They will do anything about it. They're just stating it out in the open. Yes, I'm stealing this. Give me money instead.
If you enjoyed not giving any views,
dude, why the fuck would I? Okay, this is wild. This is wild, dude. I love when there's these losers here. What's your stance on literally anything? Can I debate you on stream? Why would I pull a random? Okay, why would I put one? I really am not in with the debate culture. I think it's stupid and a waste of time. Two, why would I take a random person from my chat who's never chatted in my stuff before, ever before this day, saw that I was making fun of Hassan and Denims and the goon bags, and they jumped into White Knight for their favorite person that they just want to like suck all the fluids out of their existence. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Why would I debate you? I don't even know you. I have zero interest in who you are. Like what is your channel? Like, I'm not gonna like put your channel on screen, but you don't even have videos, dude. You don't even have videos. Like, I don't even know your positions. Oh, I'm dodging. And like this is a tactic that a lot of these fucking people that they see somebody they disagree with and they're like, oh, I'm gonna debate you. Like, who the fuck are you? Why the fuck would I derail my entire segment, like more than what I'm doing right now? Why would I derail it more than what I'm doing right now to go and fucking debate you? And see, I don't even see this as politics. Like, this is the thing too. A lot of these people want to like argue the political nature of this. No, this, I'm talking about, this is YouTube drama. And a lot of these people want to turn this into a hyper political fucking discussion about Israel and Palestine and the justifications of why they are doing it, because by ripping off Ethan's content, they are still saving children in Palestine, which is the dumbest fucking argument of all time. I'm not gonna fucking debate you, little bro.
to that terrible video, follow, subscribe, throw a prime if you like the content, if you enjoyed your time here.
There's this really funny pattern when it comes to these people. When the lawsuits were first announced, they start off really confident. They're making fun of Ethan and Gila. Ethan K.
Also, I think it's so funny how Denims literally went to sue Ethan Klein, started a legal fund to sue Ethan Klein. Talked to a lawyer, probably, and allegedly, I'm assuming she talked to a lawyer. They told her she was dumb as fucking to drop the lawsuit, so she never goes through with actually suing him. Refunds all the money. Says if she wanted to have, if she was gonna get in a legal fight with Ethan Klein, she just funded herself, right, guys? She just funded it all herself. Ethan Klein sues her. Well, look what happens. The GoFundMe pops right back up, and oh, she can't fund it herself. That's crazy. I thought she said she could. The hypocrisy is just fucking juicy.
Hey, Klein is going to sue me for smoking too much weed. He's trying to take away my ability to purchase medically necessary marijuana products. Donate to my weed fund. I tuned into Casey's stream after these lawsuits were announced, and she's just playing movies, no commentary.
Put up your deuce, let's get down to...
See what I'm saying? 100% exactly what I'm saying in the fucking earlier. Dude, this is so fucking funny, bro. I literally said that they're stealing like copyrighted material like movies, which these, like, you think Ethan Klein's bad? Wait until Warner Brothers fucking tries to slap your genitals into poverty, bro. You have no chance.
She's playing full segments of reality TV shows while not being there at all.
And so it is. So it is.
Just straight up Family Guy is playing.
Door! I know! Sheesh kabibbles.
Then when she finally gets on stream, she's like, I can't believe this is happening to me.
So this is so fucked up, what's happening to me. This is so fucked up. Please donate. Like, there's some real fucked up shit happening to me right now.
Literally breaks copyright abuse fucking multiple times. Or has copyright abuse multiple times. But yet I'm supposed to. This is what's so funny about this whole thing, and why I think this is a hilarious drama, is you can point out their blatant hypocrisies and their blatant misuse of the copyright system, and yet their little goon bags will want to take it to, we need to talk about the political ramifications of the global world. Nobody gives a shit about that. It's about their piss poor actions and abusing systems put in place that keep us able to kind of create this multimedia world that we live in, this wonderful of YouTube. They're abusing it, and that's what the drama's over. It's not over your fucking political nonsense.
that I do not deserve.
Bitch, how has this not happened sooner? You're lucky Fox isn't suing your ass. She's calling them ugly and she's hacking up pot loogies.
Oh, this no good motherfucker and his ugly ass wife.
Oh my god, dude. She looks so goblin. Dude, she looks like, I don't want to be too much of a dick. She is fucking goblin looking, bro.
I was out getting weed in Taco Bell. I haven't even ate my fucking Taco Bell.
Teddy. She's making fun of Ethan for being on Ozempic as she's stuffing her hole with Taco Bell.
They're gonna be mad that I called his wife ugly, and she's ugly on the inside and the outside.
Wow, dude, what a fucking. She was actually talking about her reflection in the mirror, brother.
Lost some weight. I've lost like 20 pounds now. So, and I'm doing it the non-easy way.
I think if Casey Tron left her comments at this, it would be fine, but then she goes on to say she doesn't even remember reacting to the video because she was too high. YouTube lawyers are laughing at her.
Oh my god, I don't remember reacting to that. Did I react to that? I don't recall. Like, I don't know. I think that he probably...
God, she's so dumb, dude. God, she's so dumb. And this is one of the people that people listen to for politics. Could you imagine showing up into her stream and be like, I'm gonna learn something about what's going on in the world from the lady who can't even remember what she streamed yesterday? Like, come the fuck on, dude.
I just took some other video that I was reacting to of Real Housewives or something, and that's why I'm smoking the weed, because I don't think I ever reacted to that. Like, I don't remember it. Maybe it just wasn't memorable. I know, like, Ethan doesn't know much about, like, having to work all the time because he only has to clock in for, like, 4 hours a day or something. But, like, at that time, I had been live for 3 months. Okay, like at that time, like I was clocking in at around 700 hours on the clock, and I was very mentally unwell. So I was...
guys, because she was streaming for a long time and she was mentally unwell, that means that she didn't break copyright abuse. And then to prove that she didn't break copyright abuse, she broke copyright abuse. But she was too high and stupid to remember that happening as well.
I was a very weed dependent, but I have gotten better off the weed. No, for real.
Yes, we can tell. 100% we can tell because you're stoned 24/7. Now you're only no. Now she's stoned 23/7. An hour of that she passes out because of a weed-induced coma for an hour.
Teddy. So whether or not you recall reacting to it, being the defense here, saying, I don't recall, I don't know, I may have been under the influence, I may have been baked, I may have been high. Does that work? Absolutely not in this case. Copyright.
I swear, officer, I don't remember breaking into the Walgreens and stealing all of these fucking random sleep pills. I don't remember breaking into the Walgreens and emptying the register with the Glock. I swear, dude, I was too high.
Is strict liability, which means mental state is irrelevant. You can do it, you can do it in any mental state, and it doesn't matter. It's strict liability. Did you or did you not do it?
Hassan is seeing all of this, and instead of giving his arguments for why he thinks these people didn't break the law, he just says that all the lawyers that would agree with him are silent because this has to do with Israel-Palestine. He's turned it into such a meme, man.
Legal YouTubers and free...
This is what I'm saying. I literally had somebody in my chat during this video trying to make this political debate, bro. They're like, you're getting yourself into politics, but hey, it's debating. Greft much. That was literally a comment I got today when I don't even care about the political ramifications of this. It's about this is about like this is normal YouTuber comment or copyright drama. This is normal people abusing the fair use system. So why the fuck would I? Only people who want to turn this into a political argument are these fucking losers because they know that their audience will defend them no matter what in that regard. When they have no other foot to stand on. All they're doing is they're finding all of the death in Palestine. They're taking all those bodies, pushing them with fucking plows up in front of them like this is Sparta, and using them as a giant meat shield, which is disgusting to me. Oh, you don't care about the genocide in Gaza. It's like, dude, what the fuck does that have to do with you breaking copyright? Get the fuck out of here.
These people are extra quiet. No, I think there's some legal YouTubers who have covered it, but they're like pro Ethan. To cover this would mean talking on Israel-Palestine, which they are not equipped to do and want to fence it on. Exactly.
Palestine has nothing to do with this. This case is on copyright. They aren't pro Ethan. They just think Ethan has a strong case given the law and the evidence.
Emotional arguments, claims of bias, claims that we don't know enough about Israel and Palestine. That has nothing to do with this lawsuit. This lawsuit has nothing to do with any political element. It has to do with copyright. And we're going to keep it educational and objective on this channel.
Hasan doesn't actually try and give an argument for why these people are innocent. Instead, he does the classic Hasan and just defames the lawyer.
Something so funny about people being like, dog, have you seen the legal mindset video about you? Dude, if I were to cover every Rumble lawyer, fake lawyer that actually is like a fucking...
This is a typical Hasan tactic of make up bullshit that are lies, tell your audience they believe those lies, because your audience is full of a bunch of fucking retards. Typical Hasan stance. Just slander them, bro. Just slander them, bro. They're public figures. They've been making money off this drama too. They won't sue you. This is his tactic for everyone, bro. It doesn't matter who it is. He will figure out a way to slander their ass, and he does it every single fucking time. He has no actual arguments against any of these people, so let's just make up shit.
Right-wing freak that spends most of their time talking about like trans people. I would lose my mind. I would have no time to cover anything else. But I'm not going to pay any mind or any attention to some fucking psychotic MAGA lawyer, not a real lawyer.
None of this is
actually a liberal or a leftist. Why does that matter? Why does, like, here's the thing. Chat's asking me if I'm a liberal or a leftist. Why does it matter in the terms of copyright abuse? Again, dude, again. And like, here's the thing. Why, like, even if I'm like a hyper leftist, right? If I was a hyper leftist, so let's put this in perspective. Does that make it okay that Hasan lies and manipulates and fucking tries to degrade people on ultimate fucking falsehoods? Does that make it okay? Because it goes in the realm of, oh, well, if as long as it supports the cause, it's okay to lie about people and slander them. I don't think so. I don't think that it's just fine to make up shit to try, instead of actually fighting them on their arguments, just call them a fraud and a liar and all this shit. He doesn't have any evidence. You, like, literally Legal Mindset fired up a video for like 10 minutes, like disproved every single fucking thing he had to say, and wow, dude, it was so easy. Literally anybody Hasan slanders, 2 seconds of fucking research proves Hasan wrong. That's my point. I don't think that this has to, like, this isn't about like the political ramifications of any of this shit. This is about a person who is devoid of actually telling the truth on their platform.
True, he's just making it up because the lawyer disagrees with him. Just another day of Hasan going live.
Now, fake lawyer is interesting, and I want to throw out here that that's possibly the most defamatory thing. Now, I want to give Mr. Piker some credit here because perhaps he knows nothing about me or knows nothing about the law. Well, clearly he knows nothing about the law, but an attorney has to be licensed to practice in their state. I'm licensed to practice in the state of Florida. So I am both a lawyer and an attorney above that. So there you go, Mr. Piker, that's a language. So that statement is indeed false, right? That I am a quote unquote fake lawyer because I indeed possess a law degree from the University of Florida. So
look how easy it is to fucking prove Hasan's slander wrong because he doesn't do any actual research. He lets his chat feed in, tell him what he wants to hear, and then he regurgitates that. That is all Hasan does while fucking mewing his fucking jaw. That is his whole thing, dude. He tries to look Max while he fucking regurgitates his chat.
That statement in the future would be defamatory. I keep politics out of my streams, and it's particularly over the last year, 6 months, definitely last 6 months and a year, I have endeavored to keep my streams as objective and educational and make it a environment where everybody is welcome. Even people who like Hasan Piker are welcome in my chat, so long as they are civil, so long as they keep the conversation from violating the terms of service of the platform.
Nah, he'd rather just slander you so he doesn't have to engage. What's funny is Hasan has been calling Ethan a vexatious litigant, which means the lawsuits have no merit.
Because the legal system is fucking busted. Because the legal system is fundamentally broken. If you have a lot of money, you can.
Bro had a fucking word of the day calendar. Bro had a word of the day calendar, and it hit. He was like, "Oh, he's a vicious litigant. This is on my word of the day calendar. I'm gonna use it today in stream."
Do this kind of thing. When you're depraved, and you're manic, and you're an insane person, and you don't care about like wasting unlimited funds, especially considering that. He does technically have virtually unlimited funds. You can be a vexatious litigant.
But at the same time, he's on stream admitting that he doesn't understand the basis of the lawsuit.
I saw a lawyer that say he has a good chance because all three stated they're streaming it to have a place for people to watch it without supporting Ethan. Did they?
No. Yes, you window licker. This is so on brand for Hassan.
Oh no! Oh no! They were caught. They were caught abusing copyright instantaneously, and he had nothing to say about that because he can't just slander somebody, or he can't just turn it into "you don't care about Palestine." The bro doesn't have any actual arguments.
Baselessly discredits every expert who
Bro's just a little fucking goon bag, brother. He's a little cum goblin, dude. He has nothing. He has no arguments. He has no positions on anything other than what his chat wants to hear. The dude is the laziest fucking political commentator in the scene. It's ridiculous, bro. It's so ridiculous that people listen to what this fucking retard has to say.
Disagrees with them and then talks super confidently on something he knows nothing about and just hopes the viewers will believe him. Now let's cut back to Casey Tron. All the memes and laughing would stop the day she got served.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm probably gonna cry. Because I'm like upset. People are gonna be like, oh.
I don't know. I find this shit funny. I like normally you see somebody cry, you feel bad. You feel that bite of empathy. But when they go in as malicious as all these people went in, they're like, oh, we're going to rip off Ethan Klein. We're going to show that stupid Zionist. We're going to do this. They hype themselves up like with buzzwords like Zionist and fascist. And they think they're saving the world. Yes, you are totally saving the world from a fucking YouTuber making a video. That's 100% what you're doing. Get your self-righteous ass out of here. And then when shit doesn't go your way, you sit and cry and play the victim when you maliciously did it. It's like me kicking somebody in the kneecap, them fucking calling the cops and reporting me for assault, and I'm like, but I didn't mean to kick him in the kneecap. Like, so lame, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
Casey, except we're fighting for you. Casey, except we love you. Casey, except we're fighting for you. Casey.
There's years of dialogue surrounding React content and how to do it ethically. You ignored it, and now you're here.
I got served. My dad answered the door. The next thing I know, my dad comes in, and he's like fucking crying. You know, it's really fucking traumatic to see your dad cry like that. You know, like that's what really like has me like so freaked out, is seeing like how emotional my dad got about it.
I actually started feeling bad for Casey here, but instead of trying to work,
I didn't because these are like consequences of your own actions. Like what did you expect to happen, bro? You say it like, if I put a video on, I say, by the way, I don't like this person. I want you to watch all their stuff here instead of watching it from their stream, and then I play their stream uninterrupted while I fucking eat Taco Bell and smoke weed, and I get sued. I shouldn't be surprised about that. Now, I can't play a video without yapping through the entire thing. It is what I do. That is why I do this, is because I know that I'm doing this to get my own opinions out there, to kind of like piggyback off of something that I already had thoughts on. That's kind of why I do this. I do it in more of a commentary position. I don't like these people to just put something on, fucking sit there, and that's all she's doing. That's been years and years of backlash to this type of content on the internet, but now that it's hitting her, oh no, I'm the victim. Get the fuck out of here.
Something out with Ethan, she just starts calling him a misogynist.
You guys are watching right now, like every fucking incel community that's been attacking me relentlessly for like the past 10 years is going to use it for YouTube clips, because they literally make careers out of bullying women like me. And I'm just so fucking tired. I'm just so fucking tired of constantly being harassed by this shit, you know? Like, for the past 3 or 4 months, I've really just been like, I just want to focus on myself and I want to focus on my community.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have decided to fucking uncritically and sit there and smoke weed and rip off somebody's content while saying you were maliciously gonna rip off somebody's content. Like, I don't feel bad for you. I really don't. Like, this is so ridiculous.
I want to focus on being funny. I want to be one of those people who's just a breath of fresh air. You know, somebody who people can watch to escape and get away from it.
I want to be a breath of fresh air. I want to be a positive force for good. But anyways, do you want to watch this person I hate's video on my channel so you don't ever support them because they're disgusting and deserve to go bankrupt? Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. I know she didn't say to go bankrupt, but get the fuck out of here, dude. You go in with this maniacal, evil thought process to do this shit, and then when it comes back to bite you, oh no, you're a positive force for good. Why would somebody do this? It's stupid.
Then make your own content. Nobody's stopping you.
If I had been given just like one fucking leg up in life, I've always been funny. I should be more famous than I am, but I'm not because I'm not a fucking man. And that's just the fucking truth. And I know all of the incels will be like, oh, here she
Yes, it's because you're not a man. Dear God. I mean, for the last 4 months, you've been sitting there smoking weed while video like Family Guy's been playing. That is super humorous. Super humorous. You are really, you're really flexing your comedic chops by doing fuck all. Get the fuck out of here, dude. If you want to be funny, if you want to be comedic, do comedic bits, do fucking, actually react, actually say shit. But you've just been live fucking smoking weed. How is that humorous? Like, that's too low of a bar for a Seth Rogen movie, bro. And that hell of a shit revolves around weed.
goes again claiming sexism. Like, then what the f else is it?
Maybe it's your charming personality.
No, I get emotional whenever I think about it. I love gay people so much. I do. I love gay people so much. I love women so much. I do. I love gay people so much.
By the way, she's getting sued for copyright, right? She's getting sued for copyright abuse when her legal defense picture is some other YouTuber's thumbnail. She literally ripped off another YouTuber's thumbnail. Didn't change anything to it. Just pulled another YouTuber's thumbnail, put it on her GoFundMe page. She literally stole somebody else's shit to put on her page about stealing somebody else's shit.
Sorry. I'm like, it's not a joke. I wouldn't be like who I am without you guys. And like I said, this is nothing against the straights. This is nothing against, I'm a straight too. But you know, like being a woman on Twitch fucking sucks.
What the hell is she on about? It's not lost on me that Ethan Klein is motivated to pursue these lawsuits for more than just copyright reasons. Part of it is because these people are constantly lying about him. Does she think immediately pushing the lie that Ethan hates women is going to make her case easier?
My other hope is just like, we need the girls. We need.
Well, I mean, she did get Taylor what's-her-fuck to write an article about how Ethan Klein's a misogynist for only suing these 3 women, which is retarded, by the way. It is just so retarded. So I can't get over the fact that it's like, this is my defense because I have a vagina is the only reason Ethan Klein is suing me. Not the blatant copyright abuse. While I sit in front of the picture that I stole from another YouTuber's fucking thumbnail.
Girls and the gays, like I said.
I didn't change anything to it. I just literally ripped it and put it on my page. My stealing shit lawsuit has a fucking stolen thumbnail on it. I'm the victim here though.
Like I have just been like, and this isn't anything against the straight men. Like any of the good straight men know exactly what I'm talking about. But I think to any of the straight men that are one of the good ones, there's a lot of bad ones. I'm sorry to inform you. There's some bad ones. But to any of the straight men that are one of the good ones, they get what I'm saying too, I think. But I've just been so passionate about making a space for women and LGBTQ people on Twitch for years because it's hard to be seen as a
God, this virtue signaling is fucking insufferable, bro. This is so fucking insufferable, dude. You can't sue me because I've been making a space for these minority groups or these groups that we feel like are oppressed. Oh my God, dude, you can't sue me. Shut the fuck up, dude. You're literally just grifting off of these other communities so that you can get more sympathy. This is pathetic.
Human
whenever you're a woman.
Is she drunk? This isn't about copyright. This is about invoking incel support. As someone who has been a target of incel harassment for a lot of years, there's a lot of them and few who speak up against it. Men who delight in humiliating women for clicks. I am so tired of being a target of this. This is now the new propaganda script, so everyone just hops on board immediately. Taylor Lorenz tweets, I hope people can join me in donating to Casey Tron's fundraiser to cover the legal burden she's suffering from being targeted.
Dude, as long as you tie your fucking bullshit to some fucking cause, right? As long as you can tie your lies and your fucking like goonbag behavior to a hot button issue, it's almost like anybody else who supports that hot button issue is willing to overlook all your transgressions to jump on whatever the propaganda is, and it just infuriates me.
In Ethan Klein's misogynistic hate campaign. Anissa replies, we can do this together. What's crazy is Hassan won't openly back their lawsuits. He's hinting that he'll donate, but still leaving the possibility open that he'll do nothing.
I go through this back and forth where I'm like, should I not cover this at all? But also because I know that's what he wants ultimately. He wants attention. He's like a fucking petulant child, a pathetic crybaby, a permanent victim, right? But also at the same time, it's like, I don't know. I mean, I feel like if I don't give any attention to this with my platform, it's like, then I feel like I'm leaving these people defenseless.
You are.
He's also admitted multiple times he wants to hurt you financially through them as if you were their legal guardian. No, I know. That's why he keeps saying like, oh, socialist, why won't he give these guys money?
Yeah, why
won't you, dude? Why won't you? Like, you have all this money to buy your Gucci fucking G-strings. Why the fuck can't you throw a little money to your orbiters?
Don't you? Sorry, Denims, can't give you money. That would be exactly what Ethan Klein would want.
Trust me, if I offer support, you won't know about it. Okay? Beyond what I've done thus far.
Which is only verbal support at the moment. Bruh, Denims is posting about how she's getting sued, so she needs to slut it up on her OnlyFans. She chose to pose with a page from the lawsuit that has Hitler and Himmler on it. I get that her doing it is supposed to be like, look how absurd this lawsuit is, but then again, she's posing naked with Hitler. You sure showed him, Den.
I do think it's funny. Like, here's the thing that I think is the funniest part about that picture, and I think even he's missing the point. I have already covered Shalipi, like, blowing past the point that I think is the real critical, like, make fun of Denims on this. Anybody else did something that edgy, right? Anybody else, even if it was in context, did something that edgy, her and her community would burn them down for eternity. Let's say Melanie Mack got sued for defamation, and inside that it showed her rhetoric like mirroring that of Hitler's, and it had a picture of Hitler, and she took a picture for her new OnlyFans with Hitler. They would absolutely blast the fuck out of her. It's so the picture in and of itself is so hypocritical in that regard, because these people don't know how to look into context whatsoever, but you're expected to know the context behind the meme for her. It's funny when she does it, but not when somebody else does it. Rules for thee and not for me. And I think that's the main point that I pull across with this Denim shit. Do I still think that the picture is kind of funny? Absolutely. Do I think it's also incredibly cringy that she's like, oh fuck, I could pay for this shit all myself. I already I had this plan. And then as soon as she gets a little she gets actually sued, oh no, well I gotta fucking do OnlyFans for support. I gotta beg my audience for support. I thought you had the money, bitch.
I'm sure her lawyer loves this, but then again, I'm not convinced she has one yet. I don't get why Hassan won't just publicly fund them. Won't that make him look good to his audience, standing up to Ethan? Is socialist Hassan Piker really that greedy? Believe it or not, Frogan's the only one who hasn't said anything stupid. She's announced her GoFundMe, took down her reaction, and shut up. She's the smartest person here.
I want you guys to know something. I win. You lose. You lose everything. You came and you swung at the king. And you know what they say when you swing at the king? You best not miss. I'm not done. I'll never be done. I will never be done with you.
I'm done being nice to Ethan. I gave it a chance.
Ian, just sit.
If you're done being nice, brother, where's Content Cop 2, brother? Where's your piss poorly researched next to dog shit fucking BreadTube video? Because the first one worked so well.
In the corner and watch. That's your specialty. But there's one guy who's such a scumbag, he makes all of these people look like angels.
Really sucked for you. You were so disappointed. The betrayal of one of your closest long-term friends.
I mean, he's someone who was backed into a corner. I feel like he knows deep down that he can't, he's defending something that
I fucking hate this guy, by the way. I think this guy is the main cause for all this CPS shit. I 100% think if it wasn't for his video, it wouldn't have been signal boosted by Denims, and this shit wouldn't have ever blown up to the position it's in. So thank you for the content, my brother, but also you are a slimy scum fuck, and that's all you ever will be. You are the most extreme of extremists on the left, and I do not respect this man.
Indefensible.
He lies. I proved him wrong in the middle of his lie when the drama was going on with Denims signal boosting his shit. It was so easily debunked that I was blown away, dude. I was blown away. I was just planning on commentating, making a couple jokes, doing my normal shtick, and that's why I don't do as many jokes and as many fucking like bullshits that I normally do or used to do with this shit, because it's like, how the fuck are people still standing behind these people when they're so like easily debunked that it like a child could debunk this fucker with the most minuscule amount of research? How the fuck are we in this position where this guy's taken as reputable whatsoever?
And when you're in that situation, you scream victim, you know? And that's what he's been doing. Even if the CPS call did happen, like creating a victim narrative out of that is insane. It's just like a little checkup on your kids for a day or two. Like, give me a fucking break, dude.
This guy's such a piece of shit.
There's Bad Empanada once again, who posted a story saying, I'm the one who called CPS on Ethan Klein. I want CPS to take his kids away because they are seriously in danger.
We all know Bad Empanada has been encouraging fake CPS calls and downplaying them as not real means of harassment. Ethan had a child bride on talking about how her abuser harassed her for years with fake CPS calls after she finally found the courage to run away with her kids.
I got a restraining order, and even though I had a restraining order, he wanted to sabotage my life. So he would make continuous CPS calls against me, and I would have to be investigated. So that's completely why I sympathize with you and Gila, because why the hell are people making CPS calls to good parents when we're trying our best to take care of our kids? It's not easy. CPS is not easy. They make it very difficult. Even if
and I just don't understand like the world we live in, where it's like, oh well, SWAT, everybody throws a fucking hissy fit when somebody gets swatted, but Ethan Klein gets CPS called on his house, which I consider the same. Like, I honestly consider just as disgusting and egregious. And it's like, oh, well, he's a Zionist, so it doesn't matter. We can do whatever. That's disgusting, bro. Just because somebody has a difference in political opinions, or like, and he doesn't even have that drastic of a different political opinion than these guys, but it's because he didn't toe the line that you wanted to force him to toe. You decide to try to get his kids taken away? Fuck you guys, you're disgusting fucking people.
Have a restraining order against your abuser.
Now, I've talked about the CPS stuff a lot, so I'm going to shift focus to the other stuff Bad Empanada does, all in the name of fighting Zionists. Now, to quantify what a Zionist is, Ryan Beard simply comments in Ethan's chat. Well, now he's an evil Zionist, according to Bad Empanada.
I think he's also in Ethan Klein's chat. I've seen him kind of doing stuff like being like,
okay, so he's just a Zionist, then there's no way that someone can be an Ethan Klein chat like that unless they're just a Zionist.
Bad Empanada is going on shows saying that everyone living in Israel deserves the wall.
Why did I call you anti-Semitic?
You quoted her calling me anti-Semitic.
Wasn't it because...
And her evidence of me being anti-Semitic was me quoting her, literally
listen, don't worry, okay? If I ever call you anti-Semitic, it's because you say things like, responding to someone who says, I was born in Israel and never left, what should be done to me? And you respond with wall. Colonizers get the wall.
Yeah, and
I think that sounds anti-Semitic to me. Yeah.
That guy is how is that anti-Semitic in the first place? For one, are settler colonialists automatically like? Is colonizer?
Do you think everyone who was born in Israel is a settler colonialist?
Everyone who is born in Israel as part of the settler colonial Israeli state and its ethno-nationalist project is obviously a settler colonialist.
Just casually advocating that everyone there should...
This is why, like, I don't like these people. It's like, could you imagine being this disgusting? Like, because somebody was born someplace, they deserve to die. That's gross, dude. That's gross. I don't support people when they say that shit about the Palestinians in Gaza. I don't support that shit when they say that shit about the people born in Israel. It's disgusting. If you could have that mentality for either side, you're a fucking monster.
Die. And if you ever disagree with Bad Empanada, he escalates. He docks Lonerbox, saying the resistance is coming. He's threatening another person in DMs with their docs, and then he went and bragged in his Discord about it, spreading it farther, saying lol, banned for posting socked on left's racism screenshots. No, I actually think it's because you posted his full name, which you're doing again in your Discord right now. This guy says he doesn't support Palestine. Bad Empanada posts the city he lives in. It's unhinged, but it gets worse. Lonerbox and Destiny were interviewing Palestinians in the West Bank, so Bad Empanada calls for the Palestinian militant group up Lion's Den to go kill them. Lion's Den, where are you? They're
Jesus Christ, dude. And this is the guy that people take. The people listen to him now. No, like, it's funny that before the Ethan Klein shit, he was like a no-no to be covered by anybody. Hassan called him a fucking psychopath. But, oh, no, now he's on the same side as us, so we're gonna look at his shit uncritically. This guy is a disgusting monster.
It's for an operation at your doorstep. Please, Resistance, they're right there. No one would even know. He made up that Lonerbox's dad was part of a militia group that killed a bunch of Lebanese civilians.
His father was a member of a Falangist militia, which were fascist troops who were pro-Israel and would massacre Palestinian refugees.
Dude, also, again, this fucking goon bag absolutely making shit up on the fly that has nothing, no base in reality, that is easily debunked, but his audience is full of fucking retards who don't know how to debunk anything, dude. They just listen to him, jaw on the floor, please insert your dick, Bad Empanada, fucking lame, dude.
Refugees in Lebanon. So remember that.
I asked Lonerbox about this and he said absolutely not. All my aunts and uncles left during the Civil War because it was a civil war. But that didn't stop Bad Empanada from spreading this lie. He tweeted from one of his many alt accounts because he's always getting banned. This man's seething hatred for Palestinians makes more sense when you realize his dad was a fascist Falange militia member who massacred them. I asked Lonerbox about this too and he said yes, that's very fake. People are asking Bad Empanada, how do you know his father's background? And Bad Empanada has no answer, posts no evidence. He says Zionist anywhere or combatants. And we've determined that a Zionist to this guy is anyone who types in Ethan's chat. He doxed Bosch's full name and address in his Discord, tweeted out that Israelis should be doxed. But Bad Empanada doesn't stop at being a doxer and harasser. He also files some of the dumbest DMCA takedowns. He made a video titled "This YouTuber Reviews Rapes," referring to Nicholas Diorio. In the video, does Bad Empanada find a single time where Nick reviews rape? No, of course not, because it doesn't exist. It's a meme title, but Bad Empanada is gonna act like it's real anyway.
Have you guys ever heard of a show called The Ultimate Rape Review? It's a show in which the hosts review the latest rapes. Let me show you the intro. This is the intro to The Ultimate Rape Review.
What I showed you is pretty much exactly what Nick posted to Twitter. The majority of Nick's tweets showed Bad Empanada sitting in silence watching Nick's intro. Yet Bad Empanada decided to strike Nick's tweet anyway.
He filed 3 DMCAs on me for responding to parts of his video. The first 30 seconds is what I posted to Twitter. So if you go to his YouTube channel right now and you click on this video and watch the first...
Now, if you're ever wondering why I haven't watched and made fun of Bad Empanada's videos, this is why. This is 100% why. I don't want to deal with DMCA bullshit. I don't. And these are the same guys that are saying that Ethan is out of line for suing these people for like copyright abuse, which they actually did copyright abuse, but he fucking abuses the DMCA system. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Fucking 39, 40 seconds about. It's just him silently reacting to my Ultimate Rape Review intro. He says at the beginning something like, Nicholas Diorio hosts a show called Ultimate Rape Review, and he just sits silently watching my content, and then he struck it. This clip right here was like I think it was like 32 seconds or something. Shortly after that, he lied to everybody saying that I was trying to hide it, so you actually had to search. The guy didn't even do any research.
Bad Empanada wrote, "I'll be copyright striking anyone who uses my content without making it sufficiently transformative, who expressed support for Ethan Klein's false copyright campaign." But it doesn't stop there. Bad Empanada tried to hire a law firm to intimidate Drew Pavlo. Drew's lawyer just wrote a letter documenting what Bad Empanada did, and they dropped him as a client. This was all documented in a blog that Drew Pavlo released.
Jesus Christ. This is the thing about this guy, bro. He stands on nothing. Like, he stands on, like, no facts whatsoever. So if he tries to do anything, they just look at him and be like, listen, retard, we don't want to be associated with you at all. You obviously are unhinged and crazy.
I actually interviewed Drew about Bad Empanada, and he graced us with some extra details. Specifics, did he go ahead and what did he do? Did he post your name somewhere or address or
Yeah.
Let's hear about that.
Posted my address, posted my phone number as well. I had dozens of calls with death threats from all around the world because of that. He made fake images calling me a pedophile and a rapist. He literally invented a full-blown rape allegation against me. He calls me a far-right ultra-Zionist or something like that.
Yeah, I think he calls everybody that.
When he went after me, he was going after someone. I'm Greek-Australian like he's a Greek-Australian. And I can be just as fucking tough and fucking insane as he can be. So,
it's in your blood is what you're saying.
Like, literally in my blood. So, like, what he did is he found some random, like, suburban Better Call Saul type law firm in Australia. And This is the thing with Bad Empanada. He actually has no money. He's not very wealthy, I don't think. So he finds law firms that are like no win, no fee. Like he goes to a law firm and he will take a deal where it's like he only pays them if he wins a lawsuit, right? And what he did to this law firm is he would have gone to them and he would have said, listen, this guy called me a pedo on the internet. And, you know, if you don't know anything about Bad Empanada at all, and you just think, oh, this guy's been, you know, called a pedophile, you probably think, oh, this is an open shut defamation case. And so they take it on as a no win, no fee matter. One of the other things that made Bad Empanada really unlucky in going after me is I work for one of the best lawyers in Australia. I work for this man named Tony Morris.
This cracked me up when reading your article.
This is a guy who's like he represented like Noel Gallagher from Oasis. He represented multiple Australian prime ministers.
Dude, it's him with like an actual lawyer, and he gets fucked
in court. This is a guy who, in an ordinary day-to-day court matter, he would be charging like $10,000 a day. And because he's like sort of like my second dad. Like he's like we've got a great relationship. He's like, you know, I tutor his kids. I look after his dogs. You know, like he wrote this legal letter pro bono for free. He just went through everything Bad Empanada said in that letter. Now, the whole purpose of a defamation lawsuit, right, is to try and protect your reputation. So to be able to sue somebody for defaming your reputation, you actually have to have a good reputation that is capable of being.
Dude, and we all know Bad Empanada doesn't have a great reputation anywhere because he's a fucking lying piece of shit who doesn't know how to do the easiest amount of research. He thinks as long as he can just call people buzzwords, he can get away with whatever the fuck he wants on the internet. And his fans are a bunch of retards, so they're just gonna 100% follow whatever he has to say. But when he brings people on that have to do research, holy shit, it's funny how this shit turns.
And essentially our ingenious argument that me and Tony Morris like were brainstorming and we worked up together is this guy literally has no reputation that is capable of being defamed. If you're somebody who literally has spent years on the internet advocating genocide, mass murder, terrorist attacks, rape, murder, child abuse even, also just doxed all these people, sent death threats to all these people, you can't then go forward and just be like, oh, this guy called me a bad...
There's nothing worse you could say about him that he hasn't already done.
Yeah, literally, right? Like
Drew was telling stories about how a fan who made edits for him was getting calls from Bad Empanada while he was working at McDonald's. Now, to be clear, I have no way to confirm if this allegation is real, but after seeing everything else, I'm not gonna exactly write it off.
Multiple close family members of mine were doxxed by Bad Empanada.
And your family has nothing to do with any of your political activism, right? It's just...
Yeah, literally nothing. Like, literally no politics at all, nothing. For example, there was this one young guy who was making video edits for me. He used to live in Darwin. And Bad Empanada somehow found out that this guy used to work at McDonald's. And there's only a couple McDonald's in Darwin because it's a really small town. And he literally called up like all 3 or 4 McDonald's in the town of Darwin trying to get this guy fired, trying to say he's a pedophile.
Bro, and I want to believe this because, like, I'm not going to say that it's 100% true because I don't have the information to prove it. But, I mean, this guy literally started talking about how the world was coming after Harley Morenstein just for fucking speaking out against the shit going on with Creator Clash. Because, again, they have turned all of this normal YouTube drama into a hyper-political shit-throwing match. And every time you criticize any of these people, what you're criticizing, in their mind, they've decided that they are the ultimate force. Without them and without their fucking nonsense and random spewing on the internet, the people of Palestine are just gonna be gone. So they have to fucking put up their little YouTube videos to save the day, which is ridiculous, by the way. Like, don't get me wrong, you can have like political takes or whatever, you can do your thing, but like these guys thinking that they're martyrs and like the end all be all savior for this group, it's just retarded.
Fall over the phone to his boss.
Yeah, what a freak.
Yeah, just craziness, right? Like this
and
was
then
like
to use that weird justification you guys made up in your head to just attack and slander anybody who disagrees with you. It's just fucking weird.
Random like 19-year-old guy. My only connection with this guy was he made like 2-3 video edits for me, and he saw this guy on my Twitter, and yeah, decided like he's gonna call up this guy's. He thought that he could find the guy's workplace. He wasn't even working at McDonald's by the time he did this, but he was just calling up all these McDonald's across Darwin, trying to get this guy fired, trying to tell his employees that he was a pedophile and a rapist and stuff. Like, this guy's really sick.
Bad Empanada has also said this on live stream when referring to how other people treat him.
Don't get involved into YouTube politics unless you're prepared for people to like start accusing you of pedophilia randomly, because that's what happens when you are anti-Israel. Remember that.
Now, dude, I sympathize with you if that's true, but you literally make up stuff about everybody. You have zero principles. I did find an interaction where a guy named Shark was seemingly spreading unsubstantiated allegations that Bad Empanada had SA charges against against him while posting no evidence of it. In response, Bad Empanada fabricated a tweet of Shark admitting to being a sex offender. Bad Empanada's own viewer asked, "Is this real?" And Bad Empanada lies, "100% real. Spread it now." Bad Empanada then fabricates a second tweet about how this guy likes CP. "You two should get married. You deserve each other. Both these people suck."
Amazing thing is the maliciousness with which he acts. So, for example, he's gone around saying, Drew Pavlu doxed me, Drew Pavlu shared my real name, and that's how Ethan Klein got the name, and blah, blah, blah. Dude, he used his own Facebook name with his real name to actually just start targeting my family members. So, like, my mom, my family members were getting messages from him on Facebook, threatening other people the way he's threatened me. I just want other people to have the peace of mind that I had. I was the most lucky guy in the world, right? I was the luckiest guy in the world because he went after me not knowing that, like, my second dad is, like, one of the best lawyers in Australia, right? Adam Panar's done this to so many people who don't have the resources to fight back. And I don't care about your politics, right? Go follow someone else who's anti-Zionist. Go follow someone else who's pro-Palestine. Just don't back this guy who is literally has the mindset of a terrorist, and the way he goes after people is literally the same way.
Bro, this is exactly what I'm saying about, like, Hassan and all these people. They don't have, like, that. I'm sure that there are some people that make incredibly well-informed information about, like, the chaos in the Middle East right now. Absolutely, there's probably people who are well-informed, have their positions like locked down, understand the ins and outs, do the research necessary to be an actual voice. But it's not going to be from Hassan. It's not going to be from fucking Bad Empanada. I'm sure that there's other people out there. I don't personally know them because I don't give a shit enough about this political stuff to go deep dive into it. But I'm sure that there are people that are for your cause that know that these fucking goon bags like Hassan and Bad Empanada don't do the research necessary. Hassan just lets his chat dictate what he needs to think, and then Bad Empanada just makes up whatever the fuck he wants so that he can support his narrative. So, like, I think that you can find better. I really think that you can find better than these two fucking idiots.
Goes after, it's the same way that, a psychopath treats people. That's even what I'd say to Hassan Piker, right? Like, even if you like that he's, like, pro-Palestine or whatever, like, man, literally have a fucking soul for us for once, and, like, just recognize, like, even if you were to politically align, just even on personal grounds, you should just keep clear of this guy. It's crazy that they're now backing him.
I don't really care if people watch Bad Empanada or not. They could do what they want. I just feel like it was important to document some of my findings in a video. This guy is unhinged. Drew, where can people find you?
Just my name, Drew Pavlu. I'm on Twitter. I'm on YouTube as well. I'd encourage people to go to my YouTube because I'm really just trying to start out as a streamer and sort of do YouTube content too. And by the time this goes out, I'll probably have my YouTube video out on my whole legal battle with Bad Empanada.
And there it is. So if you want more details, go check that out. I want to wrap up this.
We're going to have to check that out eventually on this channel. I want to see him just smack Bad Empanada into the dirt. The dude's a goblin. I watching, like, this guy is one of the most disgusting people on the internet. I see him, I don't even know, like, I'm trying to think of a right-wing person that's this disgusting. I mean, like, Nick Fuentes maybe? I don't know. I see him as, like, the most scourge of, this is like that, what's that Duke guy who was like the leader of the KKK. I put him in the same, like, category as him, as, like, if you follow this person, you're a fucking, like, insane person.
Video by saying, I know we're talking about the victims of Ethan Klein, but really these people are just victims of their own stupidity. Whether it's gleefully bragging about breaking copyright law or promoting one of the most deplorable doxers on the internet, these people always find a way to be horrible. Their brand at this point is lying. Well, now some of them are in court. Good luck lying to a judge. I also want to thank Bad Empanada for getting me to talk so much about doxing. It reminds me to tell you to sign up for Aura, code Willie Mac. Protect yourself.
Bro, hit it with that second ad read. Let's go, Willie Mac. But yeah, that's the chaos. I mean, all these people suck. Like, all of these people are the most annoying, insufferable people on the internet. I don't like them. I don't feel bad that they're going through this. They brought it all on themselves. I think Bad Empanada, if you're a fan of his, you honestly probably had a lobotomy at some point and don't have any ability to think rationally whatsoever or do the minuscule amount of research necessary to have a point on anything. And the same goes for, like, Hassan fans. It's like, oh, well, I'm just going to make shit up and run with it. And I don't like these type of people. I don't think they add any benefit. Now, I'm not calling for them to be deplatformed. I know a lot of people do that, like, oh, they need to be kicked off the internet thing. I think you have the right to free speech. I think you have the right to be an absolute idiot on the platform. Now, that doesn't mean that by breaking copyright or by slandering somebody, that there are limits to free speech in terms of what you can be litigated on. And I think that these people tend to forget about that, and so the fact that they're getting hit with it is kind of consequences of your own actions. But that's all I got on this one today. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was a bit of a long one, but I appreciate each and every one of you. Catch you on the next one. Like and subscribe. And with that, guys, I am done for the day. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit worn out. I have like an entire day of work ahead of me, so I have blessed you guys with a long, treacherous journey of a stream. So you guys should be like really happy. You should be gooning about it. You should definitely make sure to add as much moisturizer as possible so you don't chafe down there. And until next time, I'll catch you later.